Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Edo State is going through tough times now with insecurity lingering everywhere. Don't forget, during the #EndSARS process, the criminals were actually let loose from their prison gate, and obviously the repercussion time has begun and is already up running in Edo State, as the policemen are already on low morale. They can't even wear their uniforms in public, and also the fact that the Edo State governor have decided to do the needful by imposing curfew. Don't forget that some hours ago a full bus was actually adopted. Passengers in the bus were adopted, and these criminals, these hoodlums actually, or the bandits, demanded 9 million naira for them to be released. Well, all this news will be brought to full analysis, but before we do so, I'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, barely a month after the #EndSARS protest against police brutality, which turned bloody with loss of lives and massive destruction of property, the police, which was the main target of the mayhem, is yet to recover. Policemen virtually disappeared from the public space. The Inspector General of Police had to issue a directive asking his men to return to the street, but investigations across the country reveal that things have not returned to normal. Policemen who were supposed to protect the residents are themselves afraid to walk freely on the street in their uniforms. Their morale is low, and they are yet to regain their confidence. In some places, criminals have taken advantage of the absence of police, which has resulted in an upsurge of crimes. Findings shows that police personnel are not fully back on the street in Ondo State and some other states for fear of possible attack, especially in Edo State. Some of the policemen who spoke on condition of anonymity said that they still lived in fear and could not walk freely on the street. According to them, after the protest, many of us can't put on our uniform and walk freely on the street because of the fear that we may be attacked. 2 of our men were killed during the protest. 1 was roasted alive just because the protesters saw his police uniform inside his car. What we do now is that when we leave the police station, we will remove our police uniform and put on mufti to disguise. The police spokesperson in the state, Tilo Okoro, said policemen in the state returned to their duty posts after the protest. We returned to our duty posts immediately after the #EndSARS protest, where we lost our men to the hoodlums. This is because we know our duty is sacrosanct, and if we are off duty, many people and things will be affected. We looked at the #EndSARS saga as a bygone, but as human as we are, we also felt bad about what happened, and we are agreed over the killing of some of our officers. People expected us not to return to our duty post, but we remain at our duty post. The #EndSARS protest only energized us to do more. Some already believe that they're doing more, but in Edo State, it looks like their more is not enough, as citizens of Edo are already clamoring that they need heavy presence of the police because the kidnappers and the bandits and criminals are having a field day. As the Edo State Governor, Mr. Gov.Obaseki, has again imposed 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew across the state to checkmate the rising level of insecurity in Edo State. This is even as the governor urged security agencies in the state to check the activities of hoodlums and criminals following the hijack of the #EndSARS protest in the state. Obaseki spoke on Friday when he received the General Officer commanding the GOC 2 Division Nigerian Army Major General Anthony Bamidele Omozoje at the Government House, Benin City. The visit was to inform the governor on plans by the military to embark on a 7-day heightened security operation to fish out criminal elements in the state. The governor, who thanked the chief of army staff and other senior security officers for refusing to be compromised and ensure that Edo had a free, fair and credible election, said their action have saved and sustained democracy in the state and in Nigeria. Obaseki said, "We have a subsisting curfew in Edo, which is being breached. To support your 7-day heightened security effort, we are reinforcing the curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily. The town should be on lockdown, and anyone found outside within this period should be dealt with according to the law." The governor said during the #EndSARS protest, Edo was hotspot as hoodlums took advantage of the heightened anxieties surrounding the September 19th governorship election to cause mayhem. Obaseki, who assured of the government's support, thanked the commanding officer for the moves made, which he said would ensure normalcy is returned in the state and ahead of Yuletide season. He noted, "We will increase consultations with various stakeholders, traditional rulers, youth groups and religious leaders over the 7-day operation to sensitize them and solicit for their support, cooperation and information to help rearrest the fleeing inmates from our correctional centers. We have their data and we would commence flashing their names and pictures on social media, television stations and other media platforms. We would release hotlines for citizens to call and give vital information to security agencies, especially information on those that have arms and ammunition in their custody." Speaking earlier, Major Omojoze said he is in the state to collaborate with other sister security agencies to see how to consolidate on the gains being made in curbing the rate of criminality witnessed after the NSAS protests. "We need to go actively after these criminals in order not to give them the liberty to operate. The 7 days heightened security operation will involve all security agencies to arrest criminals and recover arms and ammunition." He said the operation has been carried out in Osun, Kwara, Oyo, Ekiti, and now Edo State, adding we would establish fixed checkpoints at very critical locations within the city. After the operations, an evaluation will be carried out to know the level of success. We have men in Ibadan and Akure who are ready to reinforce our effort if need be. On Friday, suspected bandits abducted a Abuja-bound bus belonging to a popular transport company with 14 passengers in the state along the Benin-Ekpoma Expressway. Same day, a 400-level female medical student of Ambrose Ali University, AAU, Ekpoma, was adopted alongside chairman of Ishan Central Local Government Council. All kidnapped victims have, however, been released following the alleged payment of 9 million naira ransom by owners of the transport company, with the driver said to have been shot dead. Now you have seen now that kidnapping in Nigeria is a lucrative business based on the fact that they are having a field day and there seems not to be any way to correct them. So to speak, if you ask me, I think the military is really needed this time around so that there will be some sort of normalcy and make kidnapping and banditry very unattractive in our main cities. Now, with this information being spread abroad and with the fact that some of these inmates that have escaped during #NSAS, having informed them now that the military are now on their trail, I have this gut feeling that some of them will leave Edo State. They will run away from Edo State. I think other states should start getting ready, because by the time they move into other states, they will locate their fellow hoodlums, fellow criminals, and begin to unleash mayhem in other states. I think just as they're fishing out hoodlums in Edo State, other neighboring states should be on the lookout for any movement from any criminal element. But unfortunately, the way Nigerian data is being done, or the way we run our country, is so bad that we don't even get data or biometrics of some of these guys. We don't know those who come into our state. We don't know those who go out of our states. We don't even have CCTV cameras to record those who move into each other states. So to speak, these hoodlums or these criminal elements can actually quickly leave Edo State and move on to maybe Delta or far away totally, so that when the die is cast, when the situation is calm, they can just breeze in and breeze out. I feel that the military should not just stop at 7 days. I think they should return normal, if possible, ensure that all these inmates are back into the correctional centers. Well, I wish them great success, but I also hope and pray, like so many Nigerians are saying, let's not have what we call another massacre. Right now, a lot of governors are skeptical of inviting the military into their state for fear of what happened in the Lekki toll gate, so that they do not have what we call the massacre thing in their hands, so that at the end of their tenure, they will not be looking at ICC, International Criminal Court, as a way of retiring from the political career. But then, if bringing in the military is only way of bringing normalcy, you can see the morale of the police officers in Nigeria is really low. You can imagine some of them going to work on mufti, coming back on mufti. You know, some of these uniforms are worn with pride. And don't forget, the call of police. Police is not just a job function. It's a call to duty. And if you're not in that call, just like Christians will say, some pastors will say, I am called to the pulpit. That police officer, that police force you're seeing there, it's a call. It's not something you just wear and say, job no day, make I don't apply for police. No, you have to have passion for the job. You have to be called to duty. You have to have passion to protect lives and property. Other than that, if you see when your morale is down like this, you feel bad. Sometimes you begin to wonder, is it even worth it? But if it's a call to duty, the passion, the love for lives and property will always keep you on the streets and protecting people. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's see how it goes. Already Nigeria situation, insecurity situation is making banditry very lucrative. Don't forget, in the north already, the bandits are now, collecting what we call ransom from farmers, since there's no security guarding them now. So it's a way of, if you want to reap from what you have sown as a farmer, you gotta pay taxes, gotta pay tithes, gotta pay money, so that we can give you access, or else we will not allow you into your farmland. So to speak, banditry seems to be having a field day in Nigeria. We need to put it to a stop. That's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take on what is going on in Edo State and what the